Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Labour. Does she stand by her statement in relation to the proposed sick leave changes, quote, "We do not insist on unreasonable grounds for anything," close quote, and if so, does she understand the difference between insisting on and allowing unreasonable grounds?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr Speaker, yes and yes.
Darien Fenton.
Supplementary. Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, when she said that removing the need for employers to have reasonable grounds for requiring proof of sickness was, quote, "clarifying the law," end quote, did she mean to clarify the law so that employers will not have to have any reasonable grounds whatsoever to suspect sick leave is not genuine?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr Speaker, what I meant was the proposal is meant to clarify the law, making it much simpler to understand and to implement. The requirement of reasonable grounds doesn't offer any assistance as to what it actually means, as it's a matter of interpretation. In practice, whilst I don't expect this provision to be used much more than it currently is, it is actually a small change merely to clarify the existing law.
Darien Fenton.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, has she read the research conducted by Southern Cross Healthcare last year, which found that the majority of costs incurred by employers for sickness is not from sick leave but from lost productivity from those who still go to work when they're sick? If so, why is she proposing to exacerbate that problem with this policy?
Mr Speaker, I do not accept that this exacerbates that problem. All this does is clarify. It's a simple change to clarify the current law, making it simpler and easier to understand and to implement.
Request of Darien Fenton.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, is she aware that New Zealand workers are already entitled to fewer sick leave days than nearly every other comparable country, including Australia? And if so, how does this government expect to stop our best and brightest from leaving for Australia when they offer both better wages and better leave?
The Honourable Kate Wilkinson.
Mr Speaker, they will stop leaving New Zealand to go to Australia because we've got the best government that we've had in 10 years and the very best Prime Minister we've had in 10 years.
Question number 11, Kevin Haig.